Well, the market's turning green. Hold on to your hats because we could be in for a pretty big week, not only just for cryptocurrency, but for Terra Luna Classic as well. There is tons coming and some things you're going to want to know when you are investing in Terra Luna Classic. We're going to get through all of this and those proposals coming out of Edward Kin because they are super interesting for the long-term future of Terra Luna Classic. So if you are still holding and you're bullish on this week, let's send the market to the $1 trillion mark. Then leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, keep up to date, all of that good stuff. Now, let's take a look. I'm not going to go through all of this, but we are in the green, 838 billion, 1.67% at the time of recording this video, and it does seem to continue to room. We broke 17.1 on Bitcoin. If you follow my live stream, it's 4 p.m. Eastern every day, then you know I said if we break 17, we should see a move in the market, and that's exactly what's happened. Now, BTC dominance slightly down, which means people are buying into altcoins, and we are seeing those coins that we talked about on the channel really starting to move. Apecoin starting to move, Polygon Matic starting to move, Gala Games going insane. So be sure to subscribe, come and join us on my live stream 4 p.m. Eastern every night. Now, Terra Luna Classic, let's talk about it. We did break through into the 16s early on, albeit very, very, very slightly. If we go in on the hourly chart, we are starting to mint some pretty nice candles. You can see there that we did just very much top into the 16s, albeit very, very briefly. But look at this on the hour. So we minted 6 solid green candles. And actually, you look at some of these candles, they have got some significant amount of money flow going in. Now, we've just gone into a new day here in the UK, but we were nearly 4% up on yesterday. You can see it's continuing to move up. We should look like we may even break the 16s while we are live on this video, which would be pretty exciting. But the whole market looking pretty green, and we know that Terra Luna Classic can absolutely be aggressive in terms of its increase and its pumps when the market is in our favor. Now, a couple of things coming up. Edward Kin talking about props at 11.242 and 11.243, particularly around the distribution of those gas fees. Now, he says here that I spent some time yesterday doing some chain analysis, and I think we partially figured out why estimates of gas fees contribution were 13 times lower than the actual amount going into the community pool. Now, if you don't know what this is a way that we can stop minting Terra Luna Classic and ultimately use the transactions to fund the burn system and fund the community pool by increasing the amount in which we pay for the gas fees. You can see both of these proposals if we come into governance here. We've got 11.242 here, where it talks about the no more minting of Terra Luna Classic. And I think ultimately everybody is aligned to it. It has passed, so we know that it's going to happen, albeit there is still all nodes, maybe Interstellar Lounge, that could vote no, but I think it would be highly unlikely. So we can safely say this is going to pass, and we're going to increase the gas fees by 5 times their current price. And then likewise on the second one, we have the gas fees, like I said, to increase, and that's the coding that is going to go through. And again, this one passed. So 2 big proposals. We've landed some pretty big proposals recently that ultimately, for me, really set our tone of development for the longevity of Terra Luna Classic. Now, what was Edward Kin particularly talking about? He says it employs, that Defunct outlines the problem with the single transaction. In summary, there is a miscalculation in third-party wallets on what kinds of transactions should incur the 0.2% tax. The extra fee is being distributed to the community pool. When fixed, much less will be going to the community pool. Delegators and validators to the LUNC community should take this new information into account when considering the data presented for prop 11.242 and 11.243. And again, this is important because actually what we want to keep doing is funding the community pool, but at the same time we have to reduce our supply. Now, we know we've had $300,000 come out of the community pool, and it again is back over that $1 billion mark. Now, as the price starts to come up, yes, we're going to burn less, but ultimately it's worth more money. And when we talk about building out, we talk about applications coming on board. And equally, don't forget, we have the PR team. And people might think to me, "2bit, you are talking nonsense," or you keep referring to the PR team. Trust me, go and listen to those people talk. Listen to the passion when they talk about Luna Classic, Demon Monkey, Lungbunk Army. Those guys are working hard in terms of bringing it. You've got the content creators like us that want to bring the information. And ultimately, for me, I've been covering Luna Classic every single day since May the 15th. And I am so excited about what is coming this week. There is tons coming. And I'm going to show you a little bit more information as to why I think this week is going to be a good week. 12.55% is staked. And like I said, that tax ratio of 0.2% continues with no plans to change. I think that's important. Right, looking at this, and it's always good to educate yourself in terms of what's going on, particularly when you are talking staking. Staking is one of the best things we have on Terra Luna Classic, as well as super cheap transaction fees. Now, we know the gas fees are going to go up, but that's going to support community and burn. But interestingly, when you look at some of these, a lot of people ask me about staking rewards. A lot of people ask me who is the best person to stake with. Well, always, in my opinion, you follow the money. Now, I'm not saying that you should go with the biggest percentage voting power, because ultimately we want to stay as decentralized as possible. But what are other people doing? What are people doing with their Luna Classic? What are they doing in terms of selecting validators? Now, again, you can see here, look, where we've got top staking events. These are big amounts of Luna Classic either being staked or removed. So you can see here lots of redelegations. And again, you can come down here and say validated losses. Again, ask yourself, okay, as an example, why am I going to go with this one? Stakely.io, if it's got 259 million Luna Classic being restaked. Again, we have another one here closing down, so you can just come and arm yourself with facts. Likewise, you can see signature misses, which are where people miss blocks, and you can see top delegators under there. So really important that you really just understand what people are doing. We can see our list of validators now. Here is another important fact that a lot of people don't know. We have 168 validators that can do at any one time. We have 130. What does that mean? It means that there's 38 people or 38 corporations that want to come and validate on our network, and there simply isn't the room for them. So when you've got validators that aren't doing what they should be sure somebody is ready to steal their chips and jump in and validate on our network. And again, for me, that shows the longevity and equally what people feel about Terra Luna Classic. And if you want to get yourself some Terra Luna Classic, or you want to trade, as it is incredibly volatile, we know that, don't forget, check the link out in the description. Mexi offering you a discount on your trading fees by using my link down there, as well as a $9,000 bonus if you do certain tasks. Remember, commission fees that come to me, it's not very big, but they will go into our continuation of building our community pool here on the 2Bit Crypto channel as we kind of build that out and bring our NFT utility coming soon. Check it out. Come and join us 4 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you subscribe, turn the bell on. You will see all about it. So what does it mean in the grand scheme of things with Terra Luna Classic? Some pretty big moves going on. Lots coming this week. I think this week, as the market moves forward, I think we could see a very big week for Terra Luna Classic. The validators still are really doing their thing. We've got some code implementations coming, and that increase to the gas fees, all of which could certainly start to see our supply come down even further. And that has to be the ultimate goal in which we are going to. We've got to get the supply down more than ever. Again, just looking at this, we soon will see a 5 on our circulating supply, which is never a bad thing. But the second time we've seen a 5, but again, we are reducing that supply, so important. Volume slightly up, $82 million. All good to see with Terra Luna Classic. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to have a bullish week or bearish week with Terra Luna Classic? Don't forget to subscribe. Check that link out for Mexi as well if you want to get some discounts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.